Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, namaste. I welcome you all in this Zendala Mandala session. Draw with me. I am your host Nidhi Prakash and we are here to draw a Zendala or mandala on a 6-inch square paper today. Here are the supplies. We need a 6-inch square paper, a ruler and a pencil for some guidelines, eraser to erase those guidelines once we are done, black marker pen to draw, and the compass for the guidelines again, and the graphite pencil and tortillon for some shading and blending. I hope everybody is ready. Let's see. Hello Simon. Hi Buenos Dias Claudia. Hello Varsha. Hi Meeta. Hello Pushkar. I hope your exam went well. Good morning Deborah. Good morning Elizabeth. Good evening Pushkar. Good morning Deliska. Nice to see you. Okay, enjoy your coffee. I had my coffee already before the session. Hello Shruti. Hi Manjula. So everybody ready to draw the 6-inch mandala? So the first thing first, we are going to divide our paper into 8 equal parts. So the first thing we are going to, let me just remove this to draw that, and then I'll use it again when I'll draw the circles. Oops. So let's find out the center of the paper first before we start dividing it. So first I'm drawing 2 lines horizontally and vertically. As this is a 6-inch paper, so I'm marking at the center 3 inches. Yay, we have a participant from France. Hello from America to the France. Good morning, Yelena. And now we are going to draw 2 lines diagonally. Make sure that your line is crossing the center point. So here we have divided our paper into 8 equal parts. We can use our helix circle or the protector to divide them in these sections equally, or we can do like that because this is just a square, like the small square paper, so we can do it like this also. Now it's the time for the measurements. Where are the measurements? Here you go. So we will just make we'll just make one circle at the 2 centimeter, and rest of the markings, instead of making the whole circle, we'll just do the markings. Okay, but here is one more step between the markings and the circle. So let's first make a 2 centimeter circle, then I'll tell you how we are going to go ahead. So this is the 2 centimeter. So just make one marking at the 2 centimeter as of now. Here is my compass. And for the marking, that's nice, Yelena. Want to be in France, okay? Me too. I haven't been to Europe. So this is a 2 centimeter circle. Now we need to divide these 8 sections into one more section. So as you see, this compass is at the 2 centimeters. So I'm finding the center of these blocks. Like I'm just making this mark to the both side. like this. So that's how I get the center of this block. Let me remove my camera, you will have space to see. Okay. So what I'm doing here, I'm just making so again you can do this thing with the protector or with the helix circle. In this class generally I don't use the helix circle or the protector, that's why I'm using this technique. I'm getting the center point of all these blocks so that I can further divide them into. So these all are the points. So now when we are going to join these opposite points, make sure that we are crossing the center line. So now we will have 16 equal sections instead of 8. Draw these 4 lines. There you go. I hope everybody got it, how I did that. If you have the protector or the helix circle, you can use that, divide it with the degrees and mark with the degrees. So let's see who is drawing along with me, and if you are drawing, please write down in the chat if you are done marking or dividing your paper into 16 equal parts as well as the 2 centimeter circle. Who knew there are so many ways to divide into sections? Yes, Yelena, there are many ways. And now I feel that geometry classes in the school were so useful. Now let's put marking further. At 4, 4.5, 6.5, 7 and 7.5 all the way to the corner. So I put these 5 markings, 4, 4.5 markings are already there on the screen, 4, 4.5, 6.5, 7 and 7.5. So there are 2 ways. If you want, you can draw all these 5 circles, but we don't really need the circles. So what I would suggest, just set your compass at the marking and just cut the lines. That will save lot of erasing in our this mandala. Otherwise we have to erase all those circles because we just need markings on the line. There is no problem in drawing the whole circle. We can draw the whole circle. It will just save lot of erasing. That's why I'm doing it this way. So then we need not to erase all the way. Although we don't need these cuttings in all the line, but let's just Okay. I think I missed one marking here. Okay, here you go. If you find it difficult, please make the whole circle and then we can erase it later. That's perfect, Roberta. No worries. Enjoy the video and then whenever you feel like, you can draw it. Okay, and now it's the time for these center piece. So let's first draw it with the pencil. So we have these 8 main these lines, the horizontal, vertical and the diagonal. So we'll just take care of those lines first. Like this. Now let me just trace these lines with the pen so it becomes clearer on the screen. After that, we are going to join them to the back of the line with, again, if you feel like, you can do this step with the pencil first. So the next step is to draw what I'm just doing right now. I'm waiting for everybody to draw till here, whoever is drawing along with me. Till then, I'm just erasing these lines. Just be careful, if the pen is still wet, don't use eraser. I'm just erasing in the center line. I'm not going near the black pen marker. Good evening, Lisa. Let me erase this circle line also. I'm going to come back again to erase all those leftovers. Please draw this. Boundary line. Try to leave the equal space. Yes, absolutely. It's like a free cops, but all around. After that, we are just going to draw these tiny circles all around. Before we start working on the outer area, let's first complete this center portion. This is the dog. Perfect. Do you have suggestions to avoid compass holes in the paper? Yes, Lisa, if you are having the compass hole, so the first thing is like you don't put very soft thing below the paper. Try to use little harder thing. Other thing, you can use those, the masking tape or those clear magic tape over the paper here. Then you can draw line over it. If it is way too much, then you can stick one tiny paper block and then again the masking tape, and then you can do it. So I generally do it when I'm working on a very big paper and I have to draw a lot of circles from the same concentric point. You can use that trick. Now I'm keeping my pen, and I hope it's all pen is dried here so I can clean this whole inner. Now I'm just using a little thinner pen to draw this inner line, starting from the center and going all the way from the top with little wider. And these triangles from the back, we are going to just fill them. So when I'm going to start my third big mandala, I'll show you that trick, and I'll use the paper and the magic tape on my paper center so that we will not get the hole. So if you want, you can see me, catch me that time. I'll use that trick that time. we can leave these sections empty. We can leave these sections filled with some, some dots or circles or lines, or just with any color to give the little bit more dimension. Yelena is asking, my son and I checked out your son's music channel. Oh yay! While I was doing my Inktober tangling, so cool and fun to watch the way it's recorded with effects. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. So in the beginning, Yelena, my husband used to make the the video for him, and then he learned, and now from past 1 year or more than that, he's making all his videos on his own, all the effects and everything. That's awesome. You watched it. Okay, now let's start working in these outer layers. So please look carefully. Focus on these straight vertical and the horizontal line, as well as the corner diagonal line. We are going to work on that. So start from the center one line. We are going to reach to this 6.5. I didn't make the 7.5 here, it's okay. The 6.51. Here we have 2 points, 4 and a 4.5. So first we'll draw this line, we'll go all the way to the 4, and from here it will get the curve and reach to the 6. So if you want, you can do this in the flow. So we are doing it in with the pencil, so you can erase and fix and set up your flow the way you want. So these two markings, 4 and a 4.5, is just to decide when to change the curve. Please look again. First we are working in the all 4 corners. So these are the markings, 4 and a 4.5. So we'll start from the bottom, touch to the 4 and go to the 6.5. Then again touch to the other point and reach all the way to the 4. We are going to fix that if we find not symmetry in the two lines. So please draw these two lines. They are starting from the same point, but they are ending to the different points, 6.5 and 7, and they are crossing these center points which we already did, the 4 and 4.5. Now it's the time, if you need to set up, like change any line, to change their curves, to make them a little bit more parallel, both line, you can do that. Now we are going to draw exactly these 4 petals in these 4 horizontal and the vertical direction. Keep your paper in a way so that you have a good angle to draw the smooth line. And now this is the time to trace these lines, and don't worry, let them overlap and cross. That's what the design is. We need not to erase any line, like I'm talking about these crossings, but definitely you can erase and fix their width. If anywhere, if you feel like it's not looking parallel to you, go ahead and do that. I'm using my Micron 08 pen and I'm tracing now. I hope everybody is done till here. Now let's start working on the other sections and then we'll do the erasing part. So let it be a little bit messy in the way like the pencil line is still visible. So let's first work in these tiny sections where we are going to draw just this wider parallel line just at one side. When you will erase these all guidelines, you will find it very neat and clean. A little messier one. Okay, now let's first work in these tiny sections. So these are just very thin Use the thin tip pen and use little curvish line. Keep drawing these little contour style line, not very straight. So I got few messages about how can we buy your Mandala World book. So Mandala World book is available on Amazon. If you search Nidhi Prakash Mandala World, so you will find those both books on Amazon. So, but it's not available in India. So because the in India Amazon is not giving me that service of print and that printing facility, because Amazon is printing it for me and Amazon does not have that service in India. But rest you can get it in France, in all Europe, America, Canada, everywhere else. So please search Nidhi Prakash Mandala World. So you will get both books listing in Amazon. Okay, now we are going to work on our this section here, and we are just going to draw a tiny spiral on this right corner. And don't forget to fill this corner area here. So draw the tiny spiral on the corner, and then these beautiful petals. And fill these leftover spaces or the negative spaces or the interstices with your black pen. Good morning, Pradanya. Is it available in Australia? Yes, Rashmi, I think it is available in Australia, both books. Thank you, Roberta. Thank you. And I would highly appreciate if you have not given your feedback in the Amazon of any of the book, then please give it, because it will help others to decide. If you have any good pictures, you can share the pictures, or you can just write down your feedback. Whoever have purchased it. Yeah, I'm just left with 2 more petals, and then we'll work in this top one. This is the last. So if you are with me in the Tangle Marathon, and if you can tell me which tangle is that. Now we are going to work in these inside of these diamondish shape. So again, I'm here using Micron 03 pen, and the first step is to draw the box around it, inside box or the inside aura line. Take your time, draw slow, stay close to the line, try to draw the parallel box. I'm really excited for that Inktober project which I'm working on. So that's the project that's going to take 31 days, the whole October, and every single day I'm just spending few minutes, like kind of 15-20 minutes on that project. I'm adding one tangle based on the prompt list, and I have no idea how it's going to be at the end. I'm just doing my best. Hopefully I can fit all of them in that. Big mandala was awesome. Thank you, Pradanya. Are you working on the second one? I hope you are talking about the second one, right? Yes, Yelena, this is jokey. Perfect. This is jokey. Now in this one, we are going to draw this straight line in between and this is straight line, horizontal and vertical. So vertical line is absolutely straight, but this horizontal line is little bit in the curve. Because it's in the circle. After that, we are going to draw these 4 petals. And circles at each side of these petals. Thank you, Akansha. Thank you, Yelena. Yes, I was here. Previews of introvert angle. Nice. I was busy, so couldn't attend the live session. No worries. You can join. You can watch the recordings, Pradanya, whenever you are free and you have your time. Live sessions recordings are there on the channel with the same link. I recently realized while designing my own tile, the bottom of aura lines to keep the design breathing space. Thank you, Yelena. Yes, aura lines are really important. Otherwise, what happens, like designs, mixed with each other. Then after once you are done, you don't see 2 different designs separately. So aura lines are really important to give that breathing space. You are absolutely right, Yelena. You got it? You can share your own designs at my Art Corner channel in Discord. A lot of people share their own design, what they are designing on their own. working on their other different art projects. They share at the Art Corner channel in Discord. And if you want any suggestions or anything, you can ask there too with all other participants, as well as with me too. Or you can ask in the Facebook page also. Now I was working on with the 03 pen, and now I'm changing it to 01. And these leftover spaces here, we are just going to fill them with these curvy lines. Tiny, just filling the space. So instead of filling the space all the way, here we are just drawing the little contour line to these circles. If you feel like, you can fill them like all the way with the marker pen, but I don't really want to fill it. I just want to give the texture. If you feel like, you can fill it with the whole, fill this completely. Instead of giving the texture, you can fill it completely. It's your choice. If you are using the color, you can use little darker color for these kind of textures, maybe to give little shadow effect, or whatever color theme you have chosen. For my Inktober, I have chosen my color theme fall season. So I'm trying to use all those yellows, oranges, pumpkinish yellow, and olive green, little violetish. So like what we see in the fall, all those leaves, that's what in my mind, and that's how I decided my color theme, because this is the perfect season. October is for fall. So that's why I decided that theme. And I chose my opus style in the Renaissance color, like the tan color, because that theme, that color goes very well on that brownish color paper. Oh, just last one. So this is just, I'm giving texture to these tiny diamondish shape. Beautiful. I just finished the second big mandala today. Oh, awesome. Awesome, Lisa. Don't forget to share with us. Hi, Padmaja. Okay, now let's work in these top sections. So before I work, I would really like to clean these. Now this pan is pretty much dried here. I can easily clean this part, but I'm not going to go inside where we just drew. Be careful. So generally when I'm working for myself, I don't erase then and there. I always erase, maybe like if I'm drawing in the morning, so I erase it in the evening or maybe the other day. Like I leave it for plenty long time so that there is no chances for the smudging until there is any very emergency for erasing. So that's the good way of not to erase it quickly. Okay, now we are going to work in these outer layer here. I'm again taking my 08 pen and we are going to fill these diamonds which are overlapping sections. Okay, now before we start working in the center part, first we'll work in this top section. In this top section, we are going to draw these two lines going to the both side, making this diamondish shape on the very top. We can make it a little wider at the end. First, let's just make this diamond and fill it. So just a announcement that next week there would be no session either on the Friday, Saturday or Sunday, as it's the fall break for us. So I might not be available. So that's why I'm not keeping any session on the next week. So next week is your catch-up week. If you are left, if you have any project or any mandala, you can check Draw With Me playlist at my channel, and there are more than 100 these kind of live sessions of different kind of artwork. So you can go ahead and you can use those whatever you feel like. How do you clean or sharpen the blending stumps? So blending stumps, you can use your any, I have this kind of, it's so dirty, so you can use any these kind of scratch pads, these kind of blending stumps, and you just scratch them over it and then it cleans it, and then you clean it and you clean your blending stump. There is one tiny wooden kind of, those sandpapers. You can use those sandpapers to clean that. Thank you, Shruti. Let me just clean my hand because I touched this dirty scratch pad. Okay, now in between this block and this block, we are going to divide it with like this, one more block and one more block. So try to divide it equally into 4 more blocks, 2 empty, 2 filled. You can make your blocks a little bit bigger, wider, it's absolutely fine. We are going to do the same thing here. And here. And now I'm going to repeat the same thing in all these petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We have 8 petals. I'm going to repeat the same thing in 7 more petals. So first I'm going to divide it into 2 equal sections like this. In the beginning, maybe you can make these blocks little tinier, because you can extend them at any time. Like you can fill a little bit extra towards any direction, any side of it, and make them bigger. So there is no harm in making the smaller one in the beginning, and then you can feel like in whichever side you want to increase it. Oops. Little bit in. This little tiny dot I can fix with the white marker pen at the very end. You can use brush marker pens to fill these boxes, or little thicker tip pen. So tomorrow we are going to draw lots of tangles based on the category edge or the terminal tangles. We are done with the blossom category tangle. Blossom category took 2 sessions because that was pretty wide, and I really want to cover as much as we can. So we took 2 sessions for the blossom category, 1 session for the vine category, 1 session for the leaf category. That was the last Sunday, and tomorrow we are going to draw the edge or the terminal tangle. That was the beautiful category and very useful to give the final finishing touch to your artwork. Awesome, thank you. So whoever is done drawing till here, now it's the time to draw in these outer sections. So now I'm waiting for everybody to catch up till here, and let me switch on my camera. Where is my... Here you go. Please write down in the chat whoever is drawing is done till here. Send me thumbs up. Or if you have any questions or want to ask anything about this design or tell me anything, I'm waiting for you guys for a few seconds here. No problem. You can, you can just watch right now because we are kind of at the end section, or if you want to draw right now, you can start the section from the, you can start this whole session from the beginning. Thank you, Petra Trump. Done. Awesome, Rashmi. So shall we start the next step now? Okay, let's go. Yes, Roberta, that's awesome to remind me. Everybody, don't forget to like the video and click on the thumbs up button. Thank you, Roberta. Please do it. It really helps me, it gives, it tells YouTube that to promote this video because people are liking it, and it makes me happy too. That's how you can support me. So please do it. Thank you. Okay, now we are going to work in these outer sections. Remember, we drew these 7-inch line marking, I mean. So that's why we drew this 7-inch marking to reach to this point. 7.5, I think. Take your time. So I drew this pattern kind of like this on this black paper with this little goldenish pen. I haven't made the video of this one yet. I'll make the video of this one and the other one which I drew with the white pen the last session, and I'll upload them for all the OAK members later. But it's pretty much kind of similar, little different, but like I didn't make those nets here, rather I changed little bit design, but kind of the same thing. Okay, now we are going to start working on these outer sections, and we'll reach all the way. The first line we are going to start from this corner. After that, we'll do to the other side. And now we'll go to the other side. So we can finish it one by one, like we can complete it all at the one leaf first, like this direction. And we'll do one more time. Like this. Let me just keep it this side so that it would be easy to me to draw in the both side. Keep drawing the same style on each side. Let them be little wavy. Little in flow, it's absolutely fine. Thank you, Yelena. Thank you, Hui. And after this, I'm just taking my micron 08 and my final this line. This is the kind of the aura line, but it's joining from the top. It's not parallel aura. And then just erasing. I'm not going inside as of now, inside of the pen drawing. I'm just erasing these leftover lines out of this design. I'm afraid if and now in these sections, in this original design, I drew lots of, these tiny bubbles or the circles, which we can draw to create or to give some, the extra elements in the outside. or we can draw some spirals. So there are a lot of options to give these edging. Like we are learning this edging or the terminal texture tomorrow. This is what this is like to give the final finishing. We can add various different style to give the final finishing, and I really enjoyed working with these bubbles with this peacock. It goes very well. So if you feel like, we can do that, but I would like to keep it away as of now. I would like to start with the shading, and I'm just showing you. If you feel like, you can add it at the end. Okay, I'm just cleaning if any of the pencil line is still visible, because now it's the time for the shading. So let's do the shading, and after the shading, if you feel like, you can add those elements in the outside border. Okay, I'm using my this 4B pencil. It has the 4B lead, and first shading is around these lines. I'm leaving that top area absolutely white. And the second shading is around this side also. Now let me grab my this tortillon. So if your pencil come over this white section, you can erase it easily. Keep that section absolutely white, so it will, pop up very well like this. Yes, we can do shading and blending a little bit more. Okay, and now we'll give little shading over our these circles, the tiny circles. And then the shading. Shading is very, very important in any kind of pattern drawing, either the mandala, Zendala, or any kind of uh, spiral art, Zentangle, Zendoodle, whatever. I love doing all different kind of pattern drawing, and in any kind of pattern drawing, this is important. You can find lots of spiral art session. There is just one playlist, that's the spiral art, as well as if you see the draw with me playlist, you will find the spiral art session in that too. Those are the quick sessions, like the 30-minute session, and just the paradox tangle have been used in that one. Just a lot of straight lines, slanted style, and they make beautiful pattern. Just give little tiny touch to these corners. I'm not laying down graphite here, as my tortillon is carrying a lot of stump, lot of graphite for this soft blending. I call it soft blending because we are not laying down the graphite, rather we are just using the graphite which our stump is, or the tortillon is carrying. And very light touch, and this really little light touch give a curve to your petals. Just a little light flicking from the center, very light touch in the circles as well as in the border. So light flicking in the center and very light touch of an arc inside the circle, and just blend it very lightly and touch your tortillon to the corner of the petals also to give it a little 3D look. So now I'm just laying down the graphite in all of the petals first. I mean all of these 7 or the 6 left over. Petals, and then I'll blend all of them together. So I'm done laying down graphite in all the petals, and now I'm just giving little shading, I mean the blending. Don't forget to touch a little bit on the corner of the petals also to give them little 3D look, or the rounded look. This little touch creates a lot of difference. Yay! Done, and now it's the time to give shading in our these. Petal top layer, first I'm laying down graphite in all of them, and then I will blend them. So I actually do these shading part really very quick because of the time of these sessions, but actually they take a lot more time because you really need to take care of that no corner is left over, and if anywhere we put extra we need to use erase and fix it. So to give those final little touches finishing, it takes little extra time. So when you are working at home, give your plenty of time and full focus while shading. Don't rush or hurry up. Keep your pencil tip sharp when laying down. If anything is going out, please erase it. I'm done laying down the graphite every single side, and now I'm just blending it very lightly. And carefully as well, so that it doesn't go. So you see little here black spot is coming in the area where I don't really want it. So maybe if I get my white jelly roll pen, oh, okay, this might work. So I can just touch it where here, yes, lightly. Oh, we are going to do the same kind of shading and blending in this area also. We left that. In this one, our first layer is this peacock, like the center one. Then the second is these petal ones and the line. Third is these diamond. Then these outer layer, and this our very outer layer, like the final finishing, the final layer, the fifth one. So, which layer you like the most? Which pattern you enjoy drawing the most in these one? This one we are going to lay down on the both side, as we already drew the curvy line, so it will create if you have any your favorite pattern in this, tell me, or any favorite layer of the design. And after that, we'll do the shading in the very last layer. That's the fifth layer, I think. So the first layer, second layer, third layer, fourth layer, fifth layer. Yes, let's call it the fifth layer, the final outer layer. Okay. And now it's the time to shade on this outer layer. So how is it going for you? Whoever is drawing along with me, are you guys done till this level? I'm just trying to make it a little bit more smooth. As I told you, it takes a little more time, but I tried to kind of finish it up quickly. Not yet. I know, Yelena, it's going to take a little bit more time. And I want to give one more shading, you know, on this side of these circle. That's why I didn't draw those patterns, because that will take again 15 more minutes just to draw, and then so I just showed you. If you feel like, you can add those edging or the finishing in this beautiful pattern. Yeah, now it's beautiful. Okay, so in this one here, we are going to give shading to these both sides first. As a flicking. I know it is 11 a.m. I think I won't take much time, guys. I'll try my best to do it as quick as possible. Try to do the shading also in the flicking style. Here is the last one. I think I already did that one. Okay. So if you feel like, you can draw a few more circles here, or otherwise we can just give little these shading here. That's it. So this is the outside of, so in the top we give the inside shading, and here in this dip we are doing this outside shading. So first I'm just laying down little graphite on this outside, just in this dips. If you feel like, you can draw these kind of circles on these dips or the bubble style, or if you feel like, you can just give these shading in the outside. Inky VD Hajan, just in time to see the finished place. Stunning as always. Going to draw it tomorrow. Thank you. Awesome. Nice to see you here. Thanks for checking in, and I would love to see when you are done drawing. Share with us at the Facebook page. As always, I'm going to make a post on the Facebook page with the same design. I'll take a picture. So I would love to see how you guys come up with your own ideas, or adding colors maybe, or some other patterns if you feel like. Awesome. Done. How's it looking? I'm liking it. This is looking beautiful, and now it's the time for our signature and date. Let's do the signature in the back, the complete signature. And today's date is 2nd October. Hey, Gandhi Jayanti and Lal Bahadur Shastri Jayanti. 2nd October 2021. YouTube Live. You can add all these tags whenever you are sharing it anywhere on social media. And on the front, I'm just doing my chop. If you are going to frame it, use it as a greeting card or something else, I would suggest not to write your chop separately like that. Rather, you can write your name on the very corner or inside the petal, just to hide it, but to have it. So it's your choice how you want to go about it. That's all for today. And tomorrow we are going to draw lots of tangles based on the category edge and terminal. So let me keep it this way so it's clear now. How is it looking? How do you guys like it? You like it very much. Thank you, Inky. I'm also liking it. This one, this is beautiful. So nice. See you tomorrow. And see you tomorrow at the same time, same Nidhi Prakash Arts channel for the Zentangle art session. Bye. Good night, Hui. Thank you everybody who joined me. I'm going to make a post where you can share your artwork.